Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Sunday, so happy Sunday for all man way in our church people where did go church, especially for Ground Zero. When I still get opportunity because plenty people for us they need to go church again. Some now because of COVID, some now because they done lost faith, because they done see the way some people they take this work for God, be the way we will be the grow up with the Siam. Nevertheless, I salute all man for Sunday. May the peace of Christ then be in your heart. And for those who they do worship our ancestral worship, may our ancestor them bless we, make blessing come for we, no matter who's the blessing it come out, make it be a good one. So I drop my podcast today. It be more of a monologue and a comment because due to other obligations, we no fit to take time for give on all the material. I don't be drawn to my attention to this program where they make them for this the IG, their TV, the Sizekwe TV, SCBC, and it just be so very shocking. I don't listen for this patriot. They call it Sebastian, so other one they call it Charles, Derrick. Some of those people, these are people that you guys know very well, and they discuss somehow. They talk the whole issue about the IG government talking about entertaining transformation and stuff like that, and that should be welcome. That should be encouraged. Me they know say no man no day way they criticize the whole idea of a government simply because they want to take away something from them or take away somebody power away the person who first get the power. Or we to want an effective prosecution for our liberation, the adoption of best practice where if it help us for the point we want them as soon as possible. I observe for their conversation a genuine love for the ADF soldiers them where they don't die. I'm not talking the one they didn't die because they always show love for ADF soldiers them when they don't die. They show a genuine love and genuine concern, and that one also I feel also notice and say Seseko Ayoktabi in our previous meeting them with the cabinet for prison. He also be always express very very deep concern and sympathy for the ADF, for the 23 soldier the way they be kill him, the IG be kill him for inside the buoy, and he be down back way to way ADF then talks there must be justice for all those soldiers. Then get picking them, then get woman the own one. So one day woman they be born where they already die, and the way they be kill them. No be until we will be put under the rock. Everybody will be involved for that crime must be prosecuted. This is something that we both agreed upon. But I one of the things I noticed now Sebastian who again I think they the treasurer for the IG. He talk say Colonel Bankwe, they talk for he talk with Colonel Bankwe, Colonel Bankwe they talk for all man. I want to inform the general public. Say Colonel Bankwe, a call. They need to talk with we for the Ambazonian Governing Council. They need to talk with we for the ADF because they don't try and we don't deny. For the ADF, we know be proper. Say me you communicate with the Cameroon military on those level, especially at those level of the intelligence, on the purpose or how for prosecute this revolution, let alone for be influenced by them or for begin get information from them. For the ADF, for the Ambazonia Governing Council, if you be contacted by the enemy, you get an obligation for report them for the hierarchy and also for report them for the council. We get people where they call and say mission, Ambazonia missions them. Where now people them for the various country, then we get representative for our organization. So those people then they be independently voted for represent the Ambazonia Governing Council for those country, and they gather their member them for the support the organization. So these people then be part of our cabinet and then be part of the people who they answer to them. So they get this briefing. So if Cameroon military contact me, I must report them and I must inform our leadership. It be very surprising for here say Sebastian he agree say he talk here and Colonel Bankwe who no say na executioner for Pobia a genocide, na he kidnap Seseko them, and na he be in charge for the deadly squad when the task force where they go around for kill our people them for inside the Ground Zero. Now them be top Cameroon strategies. He not supposed to talk for any person. Onto the fact where Sebastian he talk say he call Banque for asking information about Chris Ano, for verify information. How come you could go to that level? This is the height of insanity. How come you could talk for Colonel Banque? Everybody know his rule in Cameroon. This one, na their frontline person where they prosecute this war. So if it be normal for them, it show we how incompetent it can be. It go around for talk about how it be be the one they criticize Sako. It be the should quiet because it be the fear for talk. Say if he talk anything about Sako, they go talk say it criticize president. It be so disgusting. Say these people they go shidong collect money or under their watch. Sako it collect money for close to 2 million. Chop that money without any franc going for ground zero. Sebastian even confessed say some of that money passed for his hand. He sent for ground zero. And not say he sent most of the money for prison. Because those soldiers they be commodity, they cry every day. How can you be in an organization? They collect money on behalf of soldier them or for help soldier them. And then those soldiers they come every day. They cry for social media, say they collect my tips to boy, they need to get, and then you shouldn't for they quiet. When I see how many people they Bangwa picking away and kill them for inside Southern Zone, now the Bangwa picking and die the highest. 1 month for 2018 will be get over close to 800 Ambazonian picking away. They don't call the same and go join county by county, then slaughter them. They be carrying their body then for inside the truck them. Go through them for big for inside grief. Oh Jesus Christ. May God get mercy for all those souls who then be lost. And for see any person for fist stand at it watch, for see stand with Sako. The same people they cry say they will fight for justice for the ADF so that they didn't kill them for inside Bui. Now the same people they be donate money for Sako when those things be go on. They no stand talk for public. Today, man go feel question the reason why they stand they criticize Sako. Seriously. Put Sako and Chris Ano, I go choose Sako. I will choose Sako because at least now a con man will know in motivation. He need to hide anything. Chris Ano, from the beginning, he give away the location where ADF soldier they be hide for inside Taraba, they for inside Nigeria. We all know that one. The soldier they don't confess, they don't interview the people weakness the way we did it. Even a neutral person like the guy they call himself prophet, the major prophet Achu Kingsley. He don't confess about the rule way Chris Ano play for the. We don't see the rule way Chris Ano play for negotiate deal with CDC. We now know say the CDC they be controlled by Lele Afrique and Okala Bilai. People they didn't be directly responsible to Yaoundé. What other evidence do you need about people working with La Republic? Everything with the Chris Ano don't do now for destroy the Ambazonian liberation struggle and for make ridicule of us. For the declare unnecessary, unproductive, counterproductive lockdown for try for neutralize the effect of for turn the population against the ghost town. We don't see all those things. It don't make sense, but we will not be there for the we. For come now, come get and this girl they call Marianta. I don't know so then go carry. You carry person can put our front there for make ridicule of Ambazonia. Everything where they do and for make Camille be ridicule. Marianta know he left to right. He know he left to right. He nobody be capable for even talk a speech for address the nation. When I talk, say I hear some very good people then come with the program and talk very well about the need for support institutions, not individual. I want to ask them, say, if you are really objective and honest to yourself, and you say that we don't want a type of democracy like that of Cameroon, to support an institution first, is that institution properly constituted? Is that institution a reflection of the democratic value that you say you are using that institution to fight for? If it is not, then you cannot blindly follow any institution. Go back for the IGE own constitution. I talk for now because me, Capo Daniel, be part of the delegate who write them. The so-called Restoration Council, it be supposed to be made up of Siseko, a cabinet member, plus 7 ambassadors appointed by Siseko. That means say all man for day na Siseko put down for day. All man na Siseko put down for day. Now, which kind of democracy that? We will not be even supposed to talk about this type of democracy because nobody first get the country. We never get the country. We need to talk about consensus, not be even democracy. So una don't follow that same law for the IG? No. Was the IG properly constituted for you to follow the institution blindly? No. Go look the constitution where it create this institution, Skakuf, will be transformed illegally into the IG. If you ready to follow institution, go and follow the institution of the constituent members of Skakuf, which was the basis for the creation of the secretariat that was illegally transformed. So the law where you say one must follow the law, you know go end up for Sako own, or Crisano own, or Seseko own. It could go back during the time of Tasang for the creation of Skakuf. You follow that law, you follow that institution. If you follow the institution and that law, you go not say the IGB illegal. It will be illegally formed. It is an impostor. You know, if the claim say the leader for the IG and the president for Ambazonia, when the constitution for the IG did not say that he is the president for Ambazonia. It did not. I was there, we voted for him. Even after we finished the conclave, they talk say, hey, we gonna not sign the last the resolution because they want for check grammatic error for the just because they want go for backgora writing and they on our name we know we write them. Think the way they be the fear for talk them in front of we because they be no say it be wrong. One of the speaker for that so-called town hall, the woman, the girl, put a picture for this podcast. She was very brilliant. She loves Seseko like all of us, and she respects him. But the only thing we talk and I say, you must be honest to your leader. If truly you are a patriot and you are fighting for the country, not for your group, you must be honest to your leader when your leader make an error. You must be honest to him. If you cannot pretend that you love your leader. So where the IG is wrong, they are just wrong. Seseko have admitted, Capo Daniel have admitted, all of them have admitted that the idea of creating a government is wrong. If you admit that something is wrong and you really love the people, wouldn't you take measures to mitigate it and change it? In any way, we are happy to see them having that conversation, and they should keep it up. But they should know one thing. We should all put our country first in everything we do. Organizations are very important because they are crucial for effectiveness. Those organizations are meant to serve the country. When it does not serve the country, you have to do away with it. This Sebastian guy and all those guys in the IG, they should really think about their purpose in this revolution. What are they actually doing? Are you even helping Seseko, who is in prison? Are you even helping him by giving him blind support, blind checks? Somebody is in jail running a budget of over 58 million a year. That is how much every day. Nobody wants to look about that. Because with the CC lawyer, people they cry about lawyer, them all the things the way they claim say they take care of. Nobody is talking about that. We don't want to talk about it because we love him, we respect him as a prisoner of war. As all prisoners of war are supposed to have that respect. But we should not be blind in our support for anybody. We shouldn't be blind. For the sake of our people and the life that have been lost, we are condemned to work together for the good of the nation. Every best practices must be embraced. Any practices that is not good must be discarded. You cannot hold on to anything that will not work, that is not working, that will only store us. For conclude this monologue, one guy, they call him Martin Leonga, for internet, an anonymous Ambazonian activist, he asked the question, say for Ukraine, over 20,000 Ukrainian diaspora, they don't sign up for go back for their country, go fight and defend them. What about us, Ambazonia? Yes, I want to assure Ambazonians, say the diaspora, they don't be active, not be just for support financially, but in terms of the battle on the ground. Unaransi said Akamanso, a main trainer, he be in Ambazonia where he be actively serving one of the biggest military in the war. We will not need to give a specific on that. When we see the videos them. They don't come, they help them train. The technology for the IED, it be helped with for the most part also by the diaspora, military people, them they be very involved in helping us. And one thing we need to know, if 100 Ambazonians then sign up, say they want to go for down, go fight. Guess what? Barrister Fru Johnson, he don't stand talk for TV here and Chris Anu and Johnny Giwan. Say then go report, they go find place where would you walk, would you buy weapon and they for ground one, they go report them for La Republic. Then imagine if 100 Ambazonians they decide off for go fight. Or if we start beginning gather signature them for people they want volunteer for fight, like how Ukraine they gather them publicly, what it go happen? People like Chris Anu and Barrister Fru Johnson and John Igewan, they go take that information, they go give them for La Republic, meet and track way down the Kiwi. Why? Because Ambazonia, they never make a distinction between traitors and patriots. We are making a big mistake. When you see traitors who are working with the enemy, signing deal. Chris Anodan can talk say the work for La Republique. If you go take deal them for La Republique, what else do you need? Our barometers is so low. We should wake up to the reality of what we face and the gravity of what we face and stop following people who are entertainers. I remember when I went to Zaire, I volunteered to go down and fight. I did volunteer. It was the DOD head, the guy was in Germany, Britain. They had their own ways. Anyway, we have gone down there. It's not necessary to explain it. You have seen Ayabacho there. You have seen Benedict Kwa. You have seen Sheikh Kavi. ADF guys have been going on the ground. So make our people that know say Sheikh no day. We go win this war. We go fight them. But make them know say the Hebrew people, where God be saved them through Moses from Egypt. They be stay for desert for 40 years for a journey where they for fit take only 40 days, simply because they be get people them where they be being at the elites them, big man them for inside Egypt where they be there amongst them, where they be still remember the ways of Egypt, and they keep on they bring trouble, distraction. They challenge leadership. They try for be leadership. They even go create a false god. The time where Moses will go for go take the 10 commandments. Because of them and their word, they need to stay for inside the desert for 40 more years. May other generation it die. Maybe Ambazonia they delay for getting independence because this IG need for die. Maybe all these their leader the way they know they know the truth, but then they decide to hold on to it. Then gather the popularity with the people that don't trust them because we account to one freedom. Hold them inside their pockets. They not go release them because say if not be them, it not go be another person. Might be all this delay will they get them now because of them. I say might be, just like the Hebrew people. Just like the Hebrew people. Shall we wait until this cancer, this mistake, this bad decision of a government, even the vice president of Seseko, Honorable Weber, have said that this was the wrong thing we did. He said that this is the only thing we did that was wrong. So you judge for yourself. As for us, the Patriot, we have decided to follow what is effective, to follow a leadership that is effective, that is well articulated, that is well disciplined, and will continue to do that. Let us stop entertaining Cameroon. Let's stop talking to Banque, like Sebastian have said. Stop talking to him. You cannot go to him for advice. There is nothing good that can come out from that type of conversation. None. Ambazonia are the only place for the war where people they don't take collars, take chavum, say they want go do hunting for bush. They reach for road. So one day already the talk say he go take chop na the head. So one day talk say he go chop na foot. Suited and get fight. Start begin take that collars and chavum where they be taken for go fight beef. They start shoot themselves, they kill them. They fight for part for midway. They nobody even catch the animal. That's how we would then become. So they take someone Marianta saying a president for Ambazonia. Lovable. The whole purpose for Chris Anona for make us look ridiculous, make us look stupid in front of the international communities. And guess what? There are some Ambazonians who are really following him. But as it is, now our choice, now our collective effort. But for those of us in the ADF, in the governing council, we have made up our mind to fight for our country, to fight and relieve our people from this subjugation, and we will continue to do so without anybody. We will fight as though this liberation depends on us and us alone. For you guys to make this journey short, align yourself with us. Align yourself to us. There is nothing that you are holding so you are clinging to that is so important than the freedom of our people. There is nothing. God bless you now.